Our next speaker is Patrick Ketchum. The title of his speech is A Total Unreasonable Commitment. A Total Unreasonable Commitment, Patrick Ketchum. At the age of 23, Alexander the Great wasn't the Great yet, he was just Alexander, a young prince from Macedonia. He was traveling through what today we call Turkey. And there was a small town that had a wagon and a rope wrapped around the wagon. And there was a legend in this town that this wagon belonged to the father of the famous King Midas. And that anyone who could untie the knot that was in these ropes would one day rule Asia. Now, Alexander was committed to being great. His father, Philip, was great. He was unreasonably committed to greatness. In fact, it didn't matter what other people said. He had a total commitment to his goals of victory and conquest. And so he went to the Gordian knot, which is what they called these ropes lashed on this wagon, and hundreds of men had tried before to undo it. Alexander, 23 years old, walks up to it and starts to fiddle with the ropes and try to pull it apart and find the places where he can untie the knots. He can't do it. Like so many others before him, he failed. But it was his destiny to rule the known world. And so he didn't give up. He had a total and complete commitment to his goal. He stepped back and he realized, I don't have to untie it. I just have to take it off. He drew his sword and with one blow slashed the Gordian knot in half, thus fulfilling the prophecy. The people from all around the village came in total wonder and awe, and in one voice raised a cheer that this young Macedonian had solved an ancient riddle. By the way, Alexander became Alexander the Great and did rule over Asia. That is the kind of total and complete, unreasonable commitment that you and I need in our goals, in our careers, and in our marriages to have success. First, your career. Now, a lot of us aren't in the careers that we wanted to be in, or that we planned on being in. I came from Indiana to Utah to study accounting at BYU, one of the top 3 accounting programs. Today, I own a janitorial company. I love it. I absolutely am committed to it. It's not where I thought I was going to be, but it's not the job that brings you success. It is your level of commitment to that job. My friend recently got home from his mission and started working at Taco Bell, a fast food restaurant. And this kid, he posts 3, 4, 5 times a week on social media himself in his Taco Bell uniform. He's so proud of it. The special of the day at Taco Bell. And everyone needs to come and get some Taco Bell. Or just him, gorging himself on some free food. He loves what he does. He has a total commitment to something that you and I probably think is sort of less than desirable, not so glamorous. If he keeps that commitment, I guarantee this guy's going to be successful in that franchise and probably own several locations one day. We also have to be totally and unreasonably committed to our marriages. We see examples of people who aren't committed all the time. Every time you check out of the grocery store, you see tabloids, right? The one that surprised me and always makes me wonder is Jennifer Aniston and Brad Pitt. Why did you cheat on Jennifer Aniston? What is wrong with you? She not, what was she lacking? The problem is in a lot of marriages, it's not the talent or the money or the looks. It is that person's commitment to their partner. I know another couple have been married for 40 years. The man doesn't make a whole lot of money, has a job. The woman has MS and has had it since she was in her 20s. They have 5 children. And they're the happiest, sweetest couple you ever see together. They are each other's soulmates. I don't think you find your soulmate. I think your soulmate is the person you are totally and unreasonably committed to in your marriage. That's what it takes to have a successful marriage. Commitment to your goals is just as important. If you don't have an unreasonable and a total commitment to the things you set your sight on, if you don't clear all the other options off the table and focus on this one thing, you won't get there. Probably saw an example of this, except for Greg, on Sunday during the Super Bowl. Greg, you don't watch football. During the Super Bowl, it was 28 Falcons, 3 Patriots. 28-3. And ESPN gave the Falcons a 99.3% chance of victory. The last quarter, went into overtime. The Patriots pulled it out. They were the team that had a total and unreasonable. Is anything more unreasonable than beating odds like that? 99.3% chance you're going to lose. They pulled out a victory because they were so committed and unreasonable about that commitment. We've seen it before. Someone I admire as a public leader in our last century was FDR, Franklin Delano Roosevelt. He was elected to be president 4 consecutive times. That's more than anyone else in the history of the United States. 4 times. They made it illegal after he left office, right? Now they can only serve 2. 4 times. The man couldn't even walk. He needed help to stand. He was crippled from the time he was in his late 20s. No matter what adversity is in your way, a total commitment to your goals will overcome it. In the same era, Winston Churchill defended his little island. Remember, that Great Britain was surrounded on all sides by enemies who wanted to wipe them and their history and their culture off the map. Not only that, the only friends they were surrounded by had already surrendered to the enemy. No one left except for them in that part of the world. And yet Winston Churchill realized all that his people needed was commitment, which is why he said to his people, never, never, never give up. And he didn't. And they were victorious. That is the commitment that you and I need in our lives, in our jobs, in our marriages, and in our goals, in order to find the success that we desire. In fact, my invitation for you today is, even if you're only going to be in your career for one more day, tomorrow's your last day, or you're only going to be in your marriage one more day, or you're only going to have the goals that you have. You're only going to have those goals you've written on your wall and put in your phone. If you're only going to have them for one more day, why not be totally and unreasonably